Have you ever wondered? Hello everyone, welcome back to Inquisitive Creation. My name is Gilo, and I will be your trusted companion to explain things you ever wondered about but does not exactly know what they are. Today, we invite you to embark with us on an expedition that traverses the annals of history, delving into the origins, evolution, and implications of antibiotic use in the raising of animals for human consumption. From the pioneering discoveries that revolutionized farming practices to the pressing challenges posed by antimicrobial resistance, we will unravel the complexities, shedding light on the past, present, and future of this pivotal aspect of modern agriculture. Join us as we navigate through the intricate landscapes of science, policy, and ethics, exploring the intricate interplay between human health, animal welfare, and environmental sustainability. The discovery of antibiotics stands as one of the most monumental achievements in human history, reshaping the landscape of medicine and revolutionizing healthcare practices worldwide. With their advent, led notably by Alexander Fleming's groundbreaking discovery of penicillin in 1928, humanity gained an unprecedented weapon against bacterial infections. This breakthrough not only saved innumerable lives but also marked a turning point in the battle against infectious diseases, transforming what was once a perilous threat into a manageable health concern. Alexander Fleming's pioneering work earned him the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine in 1945, recognizing the profound impact of antibiotics on healthcare. However, even at the time of his discovery, Fleming warned about the potential for antimicrobial resistance, highlighting the importance of judicious antibiotic use to prevent the emergence of resistant bacteria, a prescient caution that remains critically relevant in modern medicine. The history of antibiotic use in animal production is rooted in the pursuit of increased efficiency and productivity. Antibiotics have been widely employed since the mid-20th century for disease prevention, treatment, and growth promotion in livestock farming, including poultry, cattle, swine, and fish. Routine administration of antibiotics in feed or water aimed to suppress bacterial pathogens, control disease outbreaks, and enhance growth rates through improved feed conversion efficiency. Concerning antibiotics' growth-promoting properties, the discovery of antibiotics' growth-promoting effects in animals emerged in the mid-20th century during studies on bacterial infections in livestock. Notably, researchers observed that low doses of antibiotics not only improved animal health and prevented diseases, but also led to accelerated growth rates and enhanced feed efficiency. Pioneering studies by researchers like Dr. Thomas Jukes and Dr. Harold W. Stockstad in the late 1940s demonstrated the growth-promoting potential of antibiotics such as chlortetracycline in poultry, revolutionizing livestock production practices. These observations led to the widespread adoption of antibiotics as growth promoters in intensive animal production systems globally by the 1950s and 1960s. Antibiotics were routinely added to animal feed or water at subtherapeutic levels or lower levels than the recommended treatment doses to stimulate growth, improve feed conversion efficiency, and reduce disease incidence. In addition, this type of application was able to mask deficiencies in animal husbandry practices primarily by compensating for suboptimal conditions and management shortcomings within intensive production systems. Antibiotics administered at lower levels helped mitigate the negative impacts of overcrowding, poor sanitation, and inadequate nutrition commonly associated with intensive animal farming. Furthermore, the use of antibiotics as growth promoters provided a buffer against the consequences of stressors such as transportation, handling, and environmental fluctuations. Antibiotics helped alleviate the physiological stress responses in animals, allowing them to allocate more energy towards growth and maintenance rather than mounting immune responses to subclinical infections. As a result, any deficiencies in husbandry practices that would typically impair animal health and performance were partially masked by the growth-promoting effects of antibiotics, thereby maintaining productivity levels and profitability within intensive animal production systems. However, this masking effect ultimately proved unsustainable in the long term, as concerns about antibiotic resistance and public health risks led to a re-evaluation of antibiotic use practices and a shift towards more holistic and sustainable approaches to animal husbandry. Antimicrobial resistance refers to the ability of microorganisms, such as bacteria, viruses, parasites, and fungi, to evolve and develop resistance to the drugs used to treat infections. When microorganisms are exposed to antimicrobial drugs such as antibiotics, antivirals, antiparasitics, and antifungals over time, some of them may undergo genetic mutations or acquire resistance genes that enable them to survive and proliferate despite the presence of these drugs. As a result, infections caused by resistant microorganisms become more difficult to treat, leading to increased morbidity, mortality, and healthcare costs. It is worth noting that antimicrobial resistance does not only come from the use of antibiotics in animal production. The misuse and overuse of antimicrobial drugs in human and animal health, as well as in agriculture and food production, are major drivers of antimicrobial resistance. Now, in the context of animal agriculture, the use of antibiotics as growth promoters has been linked to the accelerated development and spread of antimicrobial resistance among bacterial populations in livestock. Low or subtherapeutic doses of antibiotics administered to animals for growth promotion purposes create selective pressure, favoring the survival and proliferation of resistant bacteria, which can then be transmitted to humans through direct contact, foodborne transmission, or environmental contamination. As a result, the practice of using antibiotics as growth promoters has contributed to the emergence and dissemination of resistant bacteria, compromising the efficacy of antibiotics in both veterinary and human medicine. In response to growing concerns about antimicrobial resistance and its implications for public health, governments around the world have implemented legislation to restrict the use of antibiotics for growth promotion in animal production. In the European Union (EU), for example, the use of antibiotics as growth promoters was banned in 2006 as part of efforts to combat antimicrobial resistance and promote responsible antibiotic use. Similarly, the United States implemented regulatory changes in 2017, discontinuing the use of medically important antibiotics for growth promotion purposes in food-producing animals, and requiring veterinary oversight for their therapeutic use. These legislative measures aim to reduce the selective pressure for antimicrobial resistance, preserve the effectiveness of antibiotics for both human and animal health, and promote sustainable practices in animal agriculture. As a result, the global trend towards phasing out the use of antibiotics for growth promotion reflects a commitment to safeguarding public health and ensuring the long-term viability of antibiotic therapies. However, the removal of antibiotics for growth promotion in animals has sparked several issues and challenges within the livestock industry. One major concern revolves around maintaining animal health and welfare in the absence of antibiotics, particularly in intensive production systems where disease prevalence is high. Without the growth-promoting effects of antibiotics, farmers may face increased risks of disease outbreaks and higher morbidity rates among animals, leading to economic losses and ethical concerns regarding animal suffering. Additionally, the ban on antibiotics for growth promotion has prompted a need for alternative disease management strategies, such as improved biosecurity measures, vaccination programs, and dietary supplements, which may entail additional costs and logistical challenges for farmers. Some farmers may struggle to transition to these alternative methods, especially in regions with limited access to veterinary services and resources. Another issue relates to the potential impact on food security and affordability. Antibiotics have historically played a role in increasing productivity and efficiency in animal agriculture, helping to meet the growing demand for animal protein globally. The removal of antibiotics for growth promotion may lead to decreased production efficiency and increased production costs, which could ultimately affect the availability and affordability of animal products for consumers. In response to regulatory restrictions and growing concerns about antimicrobial resistance, animal producers are increasingly turning to alternative products and practices to promote growth and maintain animal health in the absence of antibiotics. These alternatives encompass a diverse range of strategies, including the use of probiotics, prebiotics, organic acids, essential oils, enzymes, and botanical extracts, as well as dietary supplements and management practices aimed at optimizing nutrition, hygiene, and stress management. Probiotics, for example, consist of beneficial bacteria or yeast strains that can help restore and maintain a balanced gut microbiota, enhancing nutrient digestion, immune function, and overall health in animals. Prebiotics, on the other hand, are non-digestible food ingredients that selectively stimulate the growth and activity of beneficial bacteria in the gut, promoting gut health and improving feed efficiency. Similarly, organic acids such as formic acid, propionic acid, and lactic acid have antimicrobial properties that can inhibit the growth of pathogenic bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract, reducing the risk of infections and improving nutrient absorption. These alternative products and practices offer promising avenues for sustainable animal production, supporting animal health and performance while reducing reliance on antibiotics and mitigating the risks associated with antimicrobial resistance. In recent years, there has been a notable shift towards antibiotic-free production in animal agriculture, reflecting a growing awareness of the potential risks associated with antibiotic use and a heightened emphasis on sustainable farming practices. This trend encompasses various strategies aimed at reducing or eliminating the routine use of antibiotics in animal production, particularly for growth promotion purposes. Instead, producers are adopting holistic approaches to animal health and welfare, emphasizing preventive measures such as improved biosecurity, vaccination programs, and the use of alternative products as earlier mentioned, and practices to promote growth and combat diseases. Consumers are increasingly seeking out antibiotic-free meat, dairy, and poultry products, driving demand for transparency and accountability in the food supply chain. As a result, many food companies and retailers are implementing antibiotic-free sourcing policies and labeling initiatives to meet consumer preferences and reassure them of the safety and quality of their products. Overall, the antibiotic-free production trend reflects a broader commitment to responsible antibiotic stewardship, environmental sustainability, and public health protection in animal agriculture. In conclusion, the historical reliance on antibiotics as growth promoters in animal production has contributed to significant advancements in efficiency, but has also fueled the alarming rise of antimicrobial resistance, posing a formidable threat to public health. As the trend towards antibiotic-free production gains momentum, it underscores a collective recognition of the urgent need for sustainable and responsible farming practices that prioritize animal welfare, environmental stewardship, and the preservation of antibiotic efficacy for future generations. We hope that our deep dive into this complex topic has sparked curiosity and fostered meaningful discussions about the intersection of agriculture, health, and sustainability. To stay connected and continue exploring captivating topics like this one, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with fellow enthusiasts. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Your ongoing support fuels our passion for knowledge sharing. And together, we can work towards building a healthier, more resilient future. Thank you for being an integral part of our community, and until next time, let's continue our journey of exploration, learning, and advocacy for positive change. This is your friend Gilo, signing off from Inquisitive Creation. Thank you so much for watching.